Once upon a time in a small, impoverished neighborhood, there lived a kind-hearted and hardworking young man named Ethan. Despite the hardships he faced every day, Ethan always wore a smile on his face and treated everyone with respect and kindness. However, his life took a tragic turn when he unknowingly crossed paths with a notorious gang of criminals. The gangsters, known for their ruthless nature and insatiable thirst for power, saw Ethan as an easy target. They began tormenting him, demanding money he didn't have and subjecting him to relentless beatings. One fateful night, as Ethan was returning home from work, the gangsters cornered him in a dimly lit alley. Consumed by their anger and greed, they unleashed their fury upon him, mercilessly beating him until he lay on the ground, battered and broken. In their twisted minds, they believed they had extinguished the light within him. As the gangsters left, believing they had ended Ethan's life, a miracle occurred. Ethan's spirit, filled with a burning desire for justice, refused to accept defeat. Against all odds, his body began to heal, and his heart started to beat once more. Ethan rose from the cold pavement, reborn with a newfound strength and determination. Driven by an overwhelming need for vengeance, Ethan embarked on a solitary mission to bring down the gangsters who had taken everything from him. He spent countless hours honing his body and mind, training himself in various forms of combat and strategizing his revenge. One by one, Ethan sought out the gangsters, stalking them in the shadows, and striking fear into their hearts. With each encounter, he unleashed his fury, making sure they experienced the pain and suffering they had inflicted upon him. The gangsters, once filled with arrogance and power, now trembled in fear at the mere mention of Ethan's name. Ethan's relentless pursuit of justice didn't go unnoticed. The neighborhood, tired of living under the gangsters' reign of terror, rallied behind him. They provided him with information, resources, and unwavering support. Together, they formed a united front against the gangsters, determined to restore peace and safety to their community. With the odds stacked against them, Ethan and the neighborhood fought back. They exposed the gangsters' crimes, providing evidence to the authorities and ensuring that justice would be served. Slowly but surely, the gangsters were apprehended one by one, their empire crumbling around them. Finally, the day arrived when Ethan stood face to face with the gangster leader, the man responsible for orchestrating his torment. With a heart filled with both sorrow and triumph, Ethan confronted him, demanding answers and closure. The gangster, now stripped of his power, cowered before Ethan, admitting his guilt and expressing remorse for his actions. In that moment, Ethan realized that revenge alone could not heal his wounds. Instead, he chose forgiveness, understanding that it was the only way to truly move forward. With the gangsters behind bars and the neighborhood free from their tyranny, Ethan dedicated himself to rebuilding the community, ensuring that no one would ever suffer as he had. And so, the story of Ethan, the poor guy who was beaten, shot, and left for dead, became a tale of resilience, redemption, and the unyielding power of the human spirit. His journey reminded everyone that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope, and that love and forgiveness can triumph over hatred and revenge.